Okay, for Caterpillar, aka Baklavox, we have basically A minor, like every one of our songs. And then I'll talk about the verse part in a second. But the scale, pretty much, I'm using, I think Zach as well. It's just a melodic minor, I believe, which is the minor scale, like 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, and then major 7, so that G sharp, and then A. And um, I'm not sure how much. I'm assuming you know some music theory. I actually don't know that much, but I'm always trying to learn, of course. And so yeah, like I said, I'm not sure what level to kind of strike at here, but of course, I can talk to you after this video and see if this is helpful and what else would be better to do, like uh, in terms of that. But anyways, that's just kind of a scale, and then the intro is just drum and bass, and then kind of, I don't forget how many measures there are, but you can listen, and then the last like 4 measures. So Justin's playing on the ride, and then he switches to the hi-hat for the last like 4 measures, whatever. Like, so then that's the cue. The riff that I play is trying to lift the guitar up a little bit so you can see it. So it's G sharp to E, so it's like 4th string, G sharp, E, 3rd string, and then it does the same thing, just sliding up a fret. So A, F, right? And then it just walks down from that F here, E, D. So it's on the 3rd string. G sharp, E, A, F, D, C. Sorry, F, E, D. And the second part of it's the same in the beginning. G sharp, E, A, F. Sorry, G sharp, E, A, E, E flat, D, C. So that second part is like walking down the blues scale, like E, E flat, D, C on the 4th string. 4th string. Uh, But one more time. So just does that 3 times. The 3rd time, after you end on that C, you just go like B, C. And you're harmonizing with Zach, who's doing that same thing on the just 3 frets down on the A. So he's playing that, you're playing. So it's and then that goes into the verse. And for the verse, I just play A, either like this or like that, whatever, just sometimes the top kind of strings. And then I kind of slide into it from the G sharp usually. So it'll be like sometimes doing a little arpeggio on the top strings, basically like that. But just getting the feel for like just the A and then sliding into it, kind of because his riff, he's doing starting on the A. He played the kind of the whole song, and so at least on this A part, and then so when he does kind of the, sometimes it's good to kind of match him with the slide up, like that part. And then sometimes I'll throw in the end of that kind of measure or whatever, just an E7, playing it here. I guess you could play it like that, but it'd just be you'll hear that in the recording, I think, just that like kind of the end, just to have a little difference, but kind of in between the little measures. And there's lyrics 4 times, and then the end of her lyrics is this caterpillar just eats leaves then dies. So after she says that, that's the cue to then do a riff, which is similar to what Zach plays. He's playing, starting kind of with the same thing he's playing, just kind of a different ending. And so I am harmonizing with him just on thirds. So starting on the C, C, E, D, C on the third string, D, E, and there's F, E, D, C. So it's kind of like, or it is. And then it goes F, G sharp. Let me play it. I have to play it to remember. Okay. So it's in somewhere in there. I just can't think about it when I'm trying to explain it. So anyways, it's the same. It kind of does that, and then the end part, it's G sharp, A, G sharp, B, and then you want to kind of bend up the E. Bend up the B, sorry. So it's he's playing a G sharp, kind of bending it up to A, and you just kind of give it a little bit of vibrato or whatever. So the last part of it, and then it goes into the B part, which is so anyways, I put overdrive on for that riff thing. Generally, I think he's using phaser kind of the whole song, and then although sometimes I forget to turn on, so it's fine. And then but for that riff, I generally kind of put the overdrive on just to stand out a little bit, and then keep the overdrive on for the B part, which is A, C, D minor, E, mostly kind of power chord doing it, you know. Just to get, you know, make it have a little bit heavier feel, and then this is that 4 times. The second time through, I kind of do a walk down, like E, D, C. So it's like the second time is like quick little whatever, if you want to do that. And then 4th time, I just usually do. So the 4th time's like just kind of sliding E flat, E7 again, and then I'll go from the strumming the A minor here. So the last time through is like strum the A minor. Zach's doing a little riff thing. I'll add in this little E, F on the top string. You'll hear, I think he does something like that on the A here, so it's kind of harmonizing with him on that part. And then he does a walk down. The end of that C part is a walk down, where he's going on the top string, just down the scale, starting at C. So I just kind of harmonize with him on the B string. What that would be above C would be, I guess, G on the B string, 20th fret, I guess. And then so I guess it's just like if we were both playing together, it's just like someone playing the top 2 strings. That's what it should sound like. Just walking down, and then, you know, the A, and then it goes back to the verse A part. And then it just repeats the same thing, so it's like A, B, C, A, B, C. The second time through on that walk down, I'm just actually playing it like with power chords on the 4th and 5th string. So that would be like starting with the 15th fret on the 5th string, this C, sorry, C, C, B, A. Try it again. So what he's doing on the top string, I'm doing the same thing on the fifth string, but I'm playing a power chord with like that and the five, right? So the fifth and fourth string. It's kind of ending with a, you know, it doesn't really matter what, I guess. I just did something, I played it a little bit different the second time just to, for different sake, you know, whatever. You can make the choice, creative choice, whatever you want to do. And then after that second time, like going back, there's the third A part is where it's just solos. So Zach has his solo, which is 4 times, and you're just playing A minor, backing it, just kind of like the same as the first part. And then your solo will be 8 times. So when he ends, then your solo starts. I just hit the fuzz for this part, and it's starting on the 4th string, like the A right here on the 7th fret. Has the same beginning, 4 times in a row. And the ending is going to be 2nd string. It's like the G and the G sharp and the A here, and then E and the F on the 3rd string, and then there's the C here. So like between the 9th and 10th frets, it's like the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string, basically. Kind of those, just doing that same pattern. Like this is kind of like the feel I have for the second part. So it's, I guess I'm playing like hammer on, pull off, ending with the C, and then this, so it's, and then it's ending on this B. So you go from like the A on the 2nd string, C, B. So there's kind of like the first phrase, that's the second phrase. The third phrase is the same as the first. And then the fourth phrase just has a little different pattern here where it's a little rhythmic pattern. So I'll play those 4 parts. So it's kind of like the first and the third and the second and the fourth are the same, in a way. The same but different. I don't even, I mean, you can obviously play whatever you want. I don't even know if this is going to be that important for you or whatever. But anyways, this is kind of the one solo that I do remember what I played. A lot of the ones I just improvise and have no idea what I play, but I play it different every time. This is the one I kind of play the same every time. Okay, where was I? So that last part, just kind of the different, maybe I guess it's triplets. And then it starts, so that's basically 4 measures of the solo. The last 4, it then starts on the A on the 2nd string. This is where I hit the fast phaser. You'll hear it in the recording. And then it goes, so it just kind of walks up the scale on the 2nd string. So it's A, B, C, B, C, D, C, D, E. So, oops, E. And then it just kind of walks down. So it's like D, E. It's really hard for me to explain. It's just muscle memory, I'm sure, as you know. So let me play the walk up and then the walk down, and it might put it in context. It walks down to the G sharp on the 3rd string. And then, so it just kind of ends a phrase there after it does the and then it does a quick walk down to the A on the 5th string, and that's kind of just playing the blues scale with the sharp 7 or major 7. Then I think in the recording I just walked back up it. But again, you can sometimes when now that I'm playing, I'm actually that part I just play kind of mirrors what Zach's playing. So like after the and then but again you can walk up or whatever, and then there's a bend. So it's, you know, the A, C, bending the D on the 2nd string up to the E. And then the last part, I would say all that part, kind of part you can improvise, and then the last part is just the C, E, and I'm playing, you know, first, 2nd string, I guess 2nd, 1st. So doing that, sliding up to D, F, E, G, then there's a G sharp, and then it ends on the A. So let me play that last part. Oops. Can't get this low enough. Okay. After you hit that A, that last part, there's a one beat rest. So we hit that A, 1 beat rest, and then it goes into the outro, which is similar to the riff in between A and B. That kind of riff. Just the end is a little bit different. So it's the C, E, D, C, E, and then F, E, but then it goes F, G sharp, F. Right. Again, this is just harmonizing what Zach's playing. Whoops. He's playing that starting with the A and then ending on the I guess D. Yeah, so he's ending on the D. So you'll end on the F. Again, it's just thirds, harmonizing the thirds of what he's playing. Does that 4 times, but then the last time we end on the G sharp. The last time through is, so it's kind of like ending on like an E chord, I guess, right? Last time. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully that was helpful, not too confusing. I'll try to get a little more clear with these explanation videos. But all right, man. Talk to you in the next video.